The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
Montana, a sprawling outdoorsman's Eden with ice-covered peaks and unspoiled wilderness. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place. This week on Wardens.
You're gonna have him come out here? I don't know if you racked a shotgun.
I found through investigation lies about how the animals were actually killed.
And Dad led him astray?
Yeah, I did, sir.
You got it. Where are you at, the Elk Ridge parking lot? What time did he leave?
10 o'clock yesterday morning.
One would hope that he has matches. Be a long night out here without matches.
Just a typical example of, I mean, this is just some of the remnants of it, you know, it's a significant case in the fact that the impact it has on the resources and the number of people involved, but just one person. This whole thing started with one individual, you know, having knowledge of this kind of activity going on for years. One person, one phone call started this.
All right. Take your seats, everyone.
In Region 3, a dark secret is about to be revealed. After years of investigation, wardens are about to uncover a poaching case that has affected the whole community. In 2014, wardens received a tip-mont call exposing 2 suspects who were involved in the illegal killing of numerous deer, elk, and trout. Wardens Rick Schmock and Kerry Wall, along with lead investigator Chad Murphy, spent countless hours over the past 2 years developing the case. Today, at a sentencing hearing, the evidence is presented before the judge for a final outcome.
The record should reflect that we're here this morning for purposes of sentencing in connection with the cases involving Charles Foster and Sally Foster. It appears that parties are present and counsel are present. So if we're ready to proceed, we'll hear from the state.
Commissioner, I would ask to call Investigator Chad Murphy.
All right, please come forward and be sworn. Murphy.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please have a chair.
It wasn't just a husband and wife that were involved. That the Fosters basically brought the children into this case also from out of state, and they would come up during holiday times, Thanksgiving, so to speak, and basically they just go out hunting, and a lot of the occasions they went out hunting, there was no licensed possession involved for these kids. And by kids, we're talking adults. All these kids are married and on their own, but the decision was still made to go out and hunt without a license. And a lot of this leadership of these hunts came strictly from the parents themselves. And it's almost kind of a sad story because they came very, very close to making felons out of their own children.
In Region 4, Warden Quinn Kuka receives a call from a fellow warden requesting backup.
Okay, I'm headed that way. Okay, see you. Josh had a guy in the state park fishing without a license, and the guy claimed he did have a license, so he gave him a certain amount of time to produce it. And then he checked that night when he got off work, or when he got back to his office, and he did not have a license. I think he had some criminal history, and we're going to his house to deliver a citation, and I just told Josh we should probably have another officer so he's not alone based on the history of this person.
What's his history?
5th Avenue North.
Serving a citation to an individual with a known criminal record is cause for concern. Quinn will back up Josh just in case this situation escalates.
Okay. That's
So,
how you pronounce it.
All we need to do here is just change that to 2 weeks up from now, serve it, and go.
You're gonna have him come out here?
Yeah.
Right here. One. God, a safe place. Don't come here by yourself.
How's it going? Is Ralph here?
Region 3, Dillon, Montana. Beaverhead County District Court is in session. Taking the stand is FWP Regional Investigator Chad Murphy. Today, wardens are exposing a poaching ring that has stolen numerous animals from the landscape of Montana over the past 8 years.
With respect to count one, can you tell the court which hunting season that count refers to? 2012. And how many unlawfully possessed deer did the Fosters possess in 2012?
3 angered deer. And deer number 2 was killed by Sally Foster. And deer number 3 was killed by Bill Foster's daughter.
It's really unfortunate to see this type of greed involved with lack of concern for the resource, the greed, the braggadocio that goes with this. So much of this stuff was sent out through social media, other communication, just in a braggadocio fashion. It was just something that these people had really no concern for the resource. But it's unfortunate. It seems as our careers go along, we're seeing more and more cases like this, bigger and bigger cases in Montana.
Did Mr. Foster show it to you any remorse, in your opinion?
I have not seen any remorse from Bill Foster.
Can you explain?
You know, he continually had excuses. And what I found through investigation, lies about how the animals were actually killed. And at no point have I ever seen any remorse of his activity of the unlawful taking of all these animals.
Did Mr. Foster, in fact, complain to you about what you had done?
He was giving excuses that he was just trying to feed his family, that he was stocking up food for the year, but I don't buy that because nobody can eat that many animals. I mean, 2 people to have that many fish and that many animals year after year, you don't need that much meat. So to me, that meant to me, those animals were being killed for their antlers.
220 miles north, Great Falls, Montana. Wardens Quinn Kuka and Josh Stout have cautiously approached a residence of a known violator. They are only there to serve a citation for fishing without a license.
How's it going? Is Ralph here?
No, it's gone.
Is he working today?
I think so.
You think so? So he does live here, though?
I think so.
Where does he work at? It's not that big a deal. We just needed to visit with him.
Yeah. I don't know where he's at right now, guys.
How about, what does he drive?
Car,
What color is it?
blue.
Blue car? So does he live here or not? Do you live here?
No, I'm just walking.
You're just watching whose place?
Yeah.
Okay. If I leave you a business card, can you give it to him if he does come back here?
Yeah.
All right. Can you step out front real quick and I'll just hand that to you? It's a little cold. Yeah, get some shoes on. So you're just house sitting then, huh?
Yeah.
Keeping the couch warm?
Yeah.
All right. You can hang out right here. I'll be right back, okay?
What's that guy doing?
Oh, he's with me. He's filming.
You didn't say that.
What's wrong?
Wardens are attempting to serve a citation to a suspect with a criminal record, but he's not at home. The guy who answers steps outside, but then quickly disappears, putting Quinn on high alert.
I don't think we want to give him a card. We'll come back with PD, man. He's not right. That guy's not right. I don't know if he racked a shotgun.
Did he?
I don't know. Sounded like it. We'll come back when Ralph's here. Horrible feeling. I don't know. He just got really aggressive when he saw you, so obviously he didn't want to be known who he was, you know? And so he asked why was there a camera, and he thought we were crazy for not telling him that. And then he just went back to his room. And then I could hear, like, the doors kind of cracked. I could hear something, and that's why I moved down to the bottom of the steps. Look at my hands. So I just backed down by the steps, you know, and then I heard something, like, you know when you rack a shotgun, how it's like metal on metal? And then he just slammed the door, and I was like, we don't need to drop off a card.
Back in Beaverhead County District Court, the evidence is unfolding in a case against a husband and wife poaching team. The violations extend as far back as 2007, a twisted story involving multiple friends and family members and numerous big game animals.
The charges pertain to the unlawful possession and their felony level. There's so many animals involved, and they met the threshold of the restitutional values being greater than $1,000. You know, in 25 years of doing this job, I've come to find in these larger investigations and in this egregious activity, two words sum up the unlawful activity, and it's greed and egos.
Your Honor, the defendants have come before this court. They've taken responsibility for their actions. Since the time that this matter was brought, they have...
Excuse me just a second. I apologize for interrupting you even before you get a good start, but I'm looking at a photocopy of a letter that seems to be written by Mr. Foster, and I'm interested in your comment that he takes responsibility. Well, let's start with the bottom of the first page. The bottom of the first page, his question is this how Montana takes care of its lifetime seniors? The next page, he complains that a disabled senior who needs the meat can't take one. And the next page, he says he's never done anything except to hunt to survive. Now, please tell me what I'm missing here about how that shows responsibility.
95 miles northwest, Region 2. Warden Joe Cambick receives an urgent call for assistance.
Yes, so we can definitely use somebody up here that is able to move around.
You got it. Where are you at, the Elk Ridge parking lot?
Elk Ridge parking lot, right at the prison gate.
Okay, I'll head right up to the Elk Ridge parking lot. I'll meet you there. I'll grab my pack, and you send me in a direction you think he's at, and we'll go see what we can do.
A missing hunter. After failing to return home last night, the hunter endured potentially deadly temperatures. Search and Rescue has located his vehicle and have requested Joe's help due to his detailed knowledge of the area. They need to locate the hunter fast, hoping he didn't succumb to the harsh elements.
We got a lost hunter. He's ADHD and all kinds of problems.
Okay. This is his truck right here?
That's his truck.
He may have gotten hurt. Like you said, I'll just kind of use my guts and I'll just go for a hike.
That's what I'm relying on you on
We'll just be in contact over the radio if he pops out at the road or whatever.
Do you have a GPS?
Yep.
You call coordinates into?
Yep. You bet. I'll pack my GPS. I'll get my pack and I'll get all my gear ready to go and I'll take off.
In Region 2, Wardens are responding to a report of a lost hunter. He's already battled the deadly elements for the last 12 hours, and time is becoming a factor. Before heading to the hills, Joe calls in fellow warden Tyler Raymaker for assistance.
And either they're heading up the fence line right now, and maybe just walk some of these drainages up and down and kind of crisscross this whole ridge here. We're thinking that he's probably going to be fairly close, but you don't know. That's what I was telling these guys. You know, when you hit an elk and you hit it good and it takes off, and you say, he's too hurt to go uphill. And you don't think he will, but he does. This is a search and rescue dog here.
Yeah, he's in training.
So that's the plan.
During the Montana hunting season, the temperatures in the high country often drop well below zero at night. It's crucial that they find this hunter, and soon. Following their instincts, Joe and Tyler will comb the mountainside looking for any sign of the lost hunter, hoping with each step they're not too late.
Yeah, thinking as a hunter, you know, getting some elevation, and one would hope that he has matches and all that, you know. Be a long night out here without matches.
Region 3, Dillon, Montana. The Beaverhead County District Court judge is hearing final remarks in a poaching case involving an entire family and the killing of numerous trophy animals.
I've asked the court to consider giving the defendants an opportunity to demonstrate their remorse, their sincerity, and because they are first-time felony offenders, impose a deferred imposition sentence.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm very sorry for what I've done. It's cost me my grandkids for 2.5 years. My other 2 sons, they do not contact me. I've seen them once in 2.5 years.
What do you suppose is the cause of that?
I took them out and took them hunting, and I didn't realize then the consequences, what I was doing, and they're just highly upset that I put them in that position.
Is it a function of your boys wanting to please Dad, so they engaged in conduct that Dad suggested, and they relied on Dad that things were going to be all right, and that this was all appropriate, and Dad led him astray?
Yeah, I did, sir. And I'm very, very sorry I did that to my kids.
Are you telling the court now that you told each of your boys, this is illegal, and there can be lots of problems here, but you go ahead and shoot the deer if you want? Is that what you mean to report?
No, I never. I didn't figure the consequences could come out of it.
The court does have to wonder a little bit, Mr. Foster, about your attitude, given that kind of conduct. And I would appreciate the record reflecting by transcript from the court reporter that the look on Mr. Foster's face and the hanging of his head demonstrates that he recognizes the truth in what I have just said.
Between Bill and Sally Foster and their friends and family connections, at least 27 deer, a bull elk, and an untold number of fish have been unlawfully taken. The judge has ordered Bill Foster to 6 months house arrest and the loss of his hunting and fishing privileges for the remainder of his life. For her part in the poaching activities, Sally Foster will lose her privileges for 25 years. In total, the Fosters and 17 other co-defendants involved in the investigation were ordered to pay over $30,000 in fines and restitution. Back in Region 2, after a long search for a missing hunter, wardens get a call with good news. Fortunately, this dangerous situation ends on a positive note.
This is 36, go ahead, 210.
Sounds like they found him. We're heading out, huh?
That 10-4, he came walking out of zone from the north.
Well, they found him. Come out of the north over here, so we're good to go. So what happened? What was the scoop?
He did exactly like you said. He walked right in here, up Taylor Creek, We're going cutting across the ridge up here.
And
And then he ended up walking back this way and coming down?
the snow hit.
And
he couldn't tell he went a point too far. And he was almost up to the cattle guard going into Rock Creek.
Oh, he covered some country. See that whole thing about a bad hip, he won't go far? He did.
Yeah, and he's hurt.
I'm sure he is. So he had matches and he built a fire and...
Built a fire.
Good, good.
We had him stick around for a while, but he was really cold.
Really tired. Get him home.
And he was
You
suited
bet.
up good.
He was suited up
Good.
He's wearing all canvas.
That's what it takes to make it out here, so. Awesome. This was a good ending, because this is what we needed, so. But yeah, you guys don't hesitate to call me. I mean, I got snow machines, horses, you know.
Like I said,
I got my own 2 feet I can take up there.